Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. It's me, Muhammad Tufajil Hussain. So today I will teach you degree and how to change positive degree to comparative and superlative. Okay. So hope you will watch the full video to get a good idea about changing or transforming degree from positive to comparative and superlative. Okay. So first of all, I want to tell you that degree is all about form of adjective. So when we use the different forms of adjective to modify or compare a noun or thing, then these different forms is called degree. Okay. So degree is of three types. Okay. Positive, comparative and superlative. So these are the three types of degree. Okay. So for example, easy. So easy is an adjective, as you know that easy is an adjective. So its comparative form is easier, okay, and superlative form is easiest. So easy, easier and easiest. So these are the three forms of degree. All right. So now I will just tell you, now I will just teach you about how to change a positive degree to comparative and superlative. Okay. So first of all, the positive degree. Okay. For example, Dhaka is a big city. Okay. So here, and I want to tell you that in positive degree there is no comparison. Okay. But in superlative degree we normally compare there is a comparison between two nouns or things. Okay. In superlative degree we compare the things more than two nouns or things. Okay. So Dhaka is a big city. So here in this sentence, Dhaka is a big city. So big is adjective here. So here we can see there is no comparison. Okay. So simply Dhaka is a big city. All right. But you can write this sentence in another way, like using no other. Okay. So when you use, remember, when you use no other, you will have to put the object first. So no other city is, and then you will have to use as big as Dhaka. So when you are using no other for making positive degree, you will have to put the object first, and the subject will be working as a object. Okay. So this is the positive degree. When your object is singular like this, you will have to make positive degree like this. All right. So if you want to change this positive degree into comparative degree, you will have to follow this structure. So how? Let's see. So first of all, you will have to write the subject. So Dhaka is, and as you know, the bigger is the comparative form of big. So Dhaka is bigger. As you are making it comparative degree, so you will have to write the comparative form of the adjective. Okay. So Dhaka is bigger, and in comparative degree you will have to use then to compare the nouns or the things. Okay. So Dhaka is bigger than any other city. So here Dhaka is, I am just comparing Dhaka to another city, and I am telling that Dhaka is bigger than any other city, like Dhaka is bigger than Sylhet, Chittagong, like this. Okay. So what changes we have made here? We just write the comparative form of the degree and then any other. Okay. So when your object is like singular, you will have to write any other, because any always deals with singular noun. Okay. So Dhaka is bigger than any other city. This is the comparative form of Dhaka is a big city. All right. Okay. So if you want to change this kind of sentence to superlative, you will have to write it like Dhaka is the biggest city. So Dhaka is, and in superlative degree you will have to use article the. Okay. So Dhaka is the biggest city. All right. So the biggest, this is the biggest, this is the superlative form of biggest city. Okay. So what we have made here, we have just written article the. Okay. And the superlative form of big is biggest, and then city. So Dhaka is the biggest city. This is the superlative degree. All right. So let's see, when our object is plural, how we gonna change the degree when object is plural. So these three sentences carries the object is plural here. Okay. For example, when your object is plural, you will have to start your positive degree with very few. Okay, so very few, and after very few, the subject or the noun is always plural. Okay, so very few cities are as big as Dhaka. So it is almost like this, no other. So here we just write no other, and here very few, because object is plural, cities. Okay, so when your object is plural, you will have to start your sentence with very few. All right, so very few cities, as your subject is now plural, so verb will be plural too. So very few cities are as, and then the adjective big, as subject is object, Dhaka. So if you are asked to change this kind of sentence to comparative degree, how are you going to change it? All right, so this is the question now. So for making it comparative, you will have to take the subject first, so Dhaka, and then verb is, and the comparative from a big is bigger. Then so here you will have to write most other cities. Now you can ask me, sir, why most other? Because here we just use any other. Why most other here? You will have to remember one thing, that when your object is plural like cities, okay, then you will have to write most other cities. Okay, most other for comparative degree. Is that clear to you? I repeat, when your object is plural, to make it comparative degree, you will have to write, in the place of any other, you will have to write most other. Okay, so the full sentence is Dhaka is bigger than most other cities. Okay, so here Dhaka is just, I am comparing Dhaka to all the other cities. Okay, or maybe more than 2 cities or something like that. Okay, so if you are asked to make this kind of sentences, I mean when your object is plural, if you are asked to make a superlative degree, you will have to write it like subject, then Dhaka is, you will have to use one of, because your object is plural. So you can write it like Dhaka is the biggest cities. Okay, because your object is, as your object is plural, so you will have to write one of, okay, for making it superlative degree. So Dhaka is one of the biggest cities. Okay, one of the biggest cities. So remember, when your object is plural, you will have to change the sentences from positive to comparative and superlative in this way. Okay, so hope you have got a good idea about transforming the degree from positive to comparative and superlative. And if you still have, and let me tell you one thing, that positive degree, there will be no comparison. Okay, so in comparative means comparison between 2 things or 2 nouns, and superlative degree, it means you will have to compare the nouns or things more than 2 things. Okay, so this is how you can just change the degree from positive to comparative and superlative. So hope you students understand it, and if you still have any questions or queries, then just let us know in the comment box so that we can just solve it in the next class. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.